I guess I'm live. Got caught. Mike's up there. Hey, don't forget to go to My Pillow. Use the Frog News code. That wasn't intended to be up there right now, but hey, it's been one of them days. I'm to just let you know. Where have you ever had one of them days? And you could hit me up in the chat where no matter what you tried to do on the computer, no matter what you tried to do on the phone, none of it went right. Like it was the day just to set all that down and just not mess with it. It's been one of them days for me. But hey, the show started. So tonight we're go over some headlines that I picked up and a little more news for you tonight as opposed to the spiritual side, which we're very much involved with. Talk to ML today. He's going to be coming on the next couple of days and discussing some great things he's doing. Plus, look for him to bring us some real strong stuff on the Bible and stuff. You know how he is with that. He's really strong with it. Talk to Mike today, Mike Penny. We're all good. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Where are y'all watching us from? Come in, come on, come in. Where are you watching us from? Mercury. Hey, Sherry, welcome to the show. Hello from Indiana. Welcome to the show. Callie in the house. Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice hat and shirt. And tell them where you can get that. Superfoods. If you head on over to the Frog News Network Teespring store, which I'm sure she can throw in the chat for you, you can get this hat. This hat will soon be in our Shopify store. And the first thing I want to show you tonight, before I even forget, is the new website's being built, and it's awesome. There's some more tweaks to it. I think she'll probably finish it tonight, and she's also building me a Shopify store too. And I need to buy. Sounds crazy, boxes to put these hats in. Because if I ship them in a mailer, they're going to get crushed. You know what I mean? So you can buy these boxes. They cost about $1. But these hats came out super, super nice. The other news is it might take another week. When I get the car wrapped, I'm going to have the guy design T-shirts. That's the graphic designer. T-shirts for sale. And we're going to put Police Patrol on the front and then Frog News Network, maybe like this or something else. Then on the back, we're going to put a picture of the car. They're going to be awesome to sell at events. Plus, I will be selling them in the Shopify store along with the hats and other stuff. I will soon to probably, if you want tumblers, if you guys want any other swag, we're going to get all that too. But that's not what I'm really, I don't really care about all that. I sell these because I bring them to events and they sell strong, the hats, the shirts. But if you guys want to purchase them as well, we want to give you that opportunity as well. So great things are moving forward for the Frog News Network. I met with another sponsor on the phone today. Let me mute this because this is from somebody really important. I hate to do this. All right, guys and girls, that was Francine on the phone. Yes, the event that we're going to, she just wanted to let me know that she had updated her flyer, and we're blasting it out everywhere over the Telegram groups. We love Francine and her husband. They got a big event coming up in Frederick, Maryland. Please check out the flyer. Superfoods is throwing that around in Telegram, and don't forget to join our new Facebook page. We want to get that thing up to about 10,000 people in a month at least. Okay, easier to communicate with you guys on Facebook. I believe it's going to be the way of the future. You were doing lip reading. Well, I didn't want to be rude, but we're going to her event. I'm going to her event with John DeLemme and several others. So, and I just wanted to get that call. I apologize for cutting the mic off for a second, but I did let you know at the end it was Francine and it's her event. And we want to promote that for her. We will on the show. Anyways. Hey, y'all, let's get back to this. Don't forget to say you can activate your stem cells, become independent. Easy for me to say distributor as well, which I have many, many, many independent distributors working for Doug. And wow. Good evening from Rhode Island. It's all good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, San Francisco, the show's the name of it tonight. That's not the only story we'll cover, but we'll cover more stories that are relevant to what's going on today. And we'll get into a little discussion with it if you want to. Weaverville, North Carolina, welcome to the show. Stinky Long Island. Is Stinky Island or is it Long Island or Staten Island? I don't know which island on. Long Island, Stinky. I used to live there, Massapequa. Massachusetts in the house. Debbie, welcome to the show. Kalamazoo, Michigan. That is a cool name. I like that, but I wouldn't live in Michigan. Reading, California. I don't even like living in Virginia. It's a commie state. Good evening from North Carolina. Sherry, welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. And we just want to get you out the correct information and let you know God loves you. I'm near Jackson and Pintail. You guys, you know I can't read. So you have to forgive me on some things. Kansas, I know Dorothy was from there. Okay, cool. Ex-home of Gibson guitars. Really? That's super cool. Love guitars. Ohio in the house. Texas in the house. We love you. We love you back, Kelly. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Clarksville, Tennessee. Don't you know I was there about, me and Tim were out that way like 3 weeks ago. That's on, I believe, Clarksville. Isn't that about 50 miles, 40 miles right before Nashville? That my friend lives out there. We missed her. I was upset. Southern California in the house. Soon to be a Republican state, I would think. Wide awake. South Carolina. Hi, how you doing? Love you from Gaston, North Carolina. It's like one of them days, if I click on something, it clicks on the thing to beside it and closes it, the thing I was trying to stay open. It's just been that way all day. And you say to yourself some days, Lord, am I supposed to even be messing with this stuff? I prayed the devil off. I've done everything. It's just been one of them days. It really has. But we'll get through this day. Tomorrow will even be better because I made it through this already. Pennsylvania in the house. God loves you too, Doug. I know he does. Amazing things happen every day. Utah in the house. Hey, amen, Deborah. Hello. Lisa, Kalamazoo too. Okay, welcome to the show, guys and girls. Probably won't go a full hour tonight. I'm not quite sure. I threw a video out earlier today. I was on, and would love for you guys to go look at it. It's over on our Rumble. It's also over on my YouTube channel, the Frog News Network. I had the senior presidential director for X39 LifeWave, and what a great interview and testimony he gave on how he went from the ICU bed in the hospital to senior presidential director in less than a year, recruited 12 people in ICU. He wouldn't let the doctor take his phone away. How strong is that? That's called passion. His nickname is Mr. Passion. Go check it out. Michael Asariel. Go check him out. I did an interview with him. It's amazing. Listen to his story. It's an amazing story, guys and girls. Tennessee in the house. Wanda, welcome to the show. Hello from Prattville, Alabama. upstate New York, you're welcome. Welcome to the show. Join us, join us, join us. Hey, guys, do me a favor and share this out. Let your friends know this is a place they can come together under God's name, and we get this army going, these Froganites pumped up, because we love our Froganites, man. We really do. I do. My whole team does. And yes, Superfoods is part of the team. Amen. Been horrible hay today. The enemy is attacking. It's been a horrible heyday. The enemy is attacking us. I know. Hang in there. Huntington, West Virginia. Welcome to the house. Stormy here all day in Wyoming. Hello from, that's it. I thought that one said France. Wait a minute. Yes, it did. Hello from France. Hey, how you doing? Glad you made French fries. No, I'm just kidding. Amen. Johnson City, Tennessee. Good old story about Johnson City, Tennessee. Johnson City, Tennessee used to be where all the biggest pool players used to go before they had this tournament called the Derby City Classic. But that's where my pool player buddies. That's where they all used to all go. Hi from New York City. Hi, Francine. Yeah, that was her on the phone. Sorry, guys. I was letting everybody know. Don't forget her event. We're going to show the. I'll share all that with you. But look, let's get started. Okay, you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Trump's train, earthquakes, and what in California? They're not earthquakes. They're destroying the domes underneath. Hello from Florida. Smile from Robert. Enemy attack again. Yes. That's why I've always said you got to, stay locked and loaded. Keep your loved ones close, guys and girls. Froganites, keep them close. Things are going to continue to get crazier. I think by the weekend, you're going to, it's going to be bad. But anyways, are you guys ready? Because, the website's been gone for the last 4 or 5 days. She's getting ready to post it, but there's some minute changes I want to make. But I want to show you what it looks like because it looks pretty cool. I think it does. So let me share my page and show you what the new website will look like. And we'll focus on the Frog News Network instead of 30 other people. But that's just my thinking. So go back up to the top. Hopefully you can see that. So this is what it is. You'll be able to go to our Rumble channel, our YouTube channel up there. Of course, home shop videos. We're going to have a Shopify store, videos, the gallery. What's cool is the gallery. I never put all my pictures up before, and I have. So here to see the videos are much bigger. We're going to put 2, and then I'm going to have her downsize this to probably 300 by 300, where it's just about half the size of this, and 1 sponsor per row. And we're going to put in, well, she already put in the other row. Oh, she's already done what I asked her. We just need to make it 300 by 300. She's working on it as I'm talking to you guys. And I also asked her, these need to be clickable too, but you can donate here. And then these are all the cool pictures that you guys maybe seen once. Maybe you didn't see it all. That's me in DC. That's me up near the Capitol. That's me, Tim, and Pastor Henry on the TV show for an hour. No, 2.5 hours. Just some pictures with me, Mel K. Oh gosh, do we miss that man? Melissa Red Pill. This young lady comes to all the events. I give her shirts, whatever she wants. Whatever swag she wants, I just give it to her. She brings me t-shirts. She is quite the sweetheart. I'm telling you. That's me in front of the White House about 2 months ago. This is our senator in Virginia. Right side broadcasting. Brian, he's cool. This was Presley, me, and I forget that girl, but she's awful pretty. This is the girl running for the I almost said Virginia, Georgia governor. There's John DeLemme, me, and Bonafide. There's John. There's me in Spartansburg. Me with Lynn Wood, Professor Toto, Ann Vandersteel, the ex-ICE secretary, Greg Locke, the Martellis, my VIP pass. That was us at the event down there. One of our folks wearing. And don't forget, you can go to the Frog News store and buy that T-shirt if you'd like. New ones are coming out, and I'm designing them. This is us in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This was the table. And also, you'll be able to keep up with my schedule and things, the events that are coming up. It might not even pertain to me, but you'll be able to go down here and keep up with the schedule, guys. Really looks cool. You can contact us. It's coming around, just a few more changes, and I believe we got it. I think it'll be finished up tonight. So let me come back. Pretty cool stuff, huh? Did y'all see the website? Because I can't tell when I share. Hit a 1 if you've seen the website. Put a 2 in there if you like the website. 3 if you think I need to change it. I hope I don't get no 3s. No, but we're going to do a little tweaking. It's going to be cool. There'll be a Shopify store built in there to, like I said, that's separate. It takes you over there and you can buy merch. So that's pretty cool stuff too. All right, you got to see it. You liked it too. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I just want to make it more tailored just for the Frog News Network. You know, I did the other way. I didn't want to put 9 different get people up there. Hey, we want to promote the Frog News Network. We love everybody else. And certainly if Tim wants to do that with other podcasters, that's entirely up to him. I wish him well, by the way, still love him, but we're going to move forward this way. We're going to put our videos up there and stuff that pertains to us. Okay. And we're going to keep doing that. So that's where we are with the website. It's getting rebuilt. My boy said, "Hey, Doug, how's your mom in there from Indiana?" She's fine. She's in heaven, but she's fine. She loves her son. I know that. What about some news? Really? Do you have any news? Axe Hammer, with a name like that, why don't you go ahead and bar Axe Hammer, because he's one of the cold beer confessionals. I can tell you that right off the bat. With a name like that, bye-bye. All right, so look, guys, here I'm going to get to some news. Don't forget, that's what our car is going to look like. Boom. Can't help it. So let me get down here and I'll play the first video. Let me set this up a little bit. So they have ruined San Francisco so bad. And you know that you could just walk in a store, and if it's under $500, you can steal it. You won't even be they won't even call the cops on you. That's if anybody was in the stores downtown. Downtown is basically a ghost town. And this video is going to be proof of it. I'm going to show you the video, and then we'll discuss a little in the chat. What do you think? Incredible.
We didn't quite anticipate the fallout from the coronavirus. Being downtown was like walking through a ghost town, and it was eerie at best.
There's just nobody here. And it was like the apocalypse. There was just nobody here. Salesforce and Google and the bigger companies have asked their employees to work from home. And I don't think they are coming back for a while.
We would be full every day, Monday through Sundays. And that's always been kind of the old ship standard, was to have that really strong after work drinking crowd. And that sustained pretty well for many years.
We became like maybe like a cult classic. People really like us. This is a lunchtime area. People who generally are going to have lunch are the people in the buildings. This location before the pandemic would have been full. We really do depend on the office workers. Many people left the city that were working and living here. That's our clientele that moved. So this area, in my opinion, has been hit the hardest in San Francisco.
This is definitely more than what we bargained for. I've lost track of time. It's hard to really grasp our progress. We're operating closer to 10%.
We've been devastated here. We've suffered 75% losses. I suffered from anxiety this past year because you just don't know. Am I gonna lose my businesses? Am I gonna lose my home? That scares me.
I think plainly, we need transparency, we need consistency and governance. We understand the importance of remaining safe and remaining healthy. We get it, but there's got to be a better way for us to manage these expectations and for all businesses to find ways to thrive. I would like there to be some acknowledgement about what it means to be operating on a street level, to know that it's not just about financial relief, that it's about managing our expectations with transience and homelessness, to drugs and looting, to being able to retain a population in San Francisco that can actually work in our restaurants, that they can actually afford to live here.
We need to focus on bringing back people to live in this city that care about this city. If we push all of these restaurants out, who wants to come to a city without restaurants? This is what this city is about. I was born in this city. I grew up in this city.
San Francisco is worth it. It may be hard to see today, but we know what tomorrow looks like.
I'm not going to just give up. I believe in my product, and I know that eventually things will get back to normal. It may take a little bit longer, but I have hope.
We have all lost something during this time. I am devoted to surviving this, simply because I owe it to my losses.
That's pretty incredible, isn't it? They did that to themselves out there. The government did that. What you didn't see is the amount of people living in the streets. What you didn't see is people living under underpasses and calling it okay for people to live in broke down cars and drugs everywhere. You seen the clean video. You just seen empty buildings. What you didn't see on the next street back is all the ODs, all the people using the bathroom right in the street, pooping in the streets, peeing in the streets. They actually have a whole division just to pick up crap out of the streets. It's the saddest thing you ever seen. San Francisco used to be one great, great city. And it still can be as soon as they get who out of there. I just, it's super sad to watch. It really is. Living in feces. It's the truth. You could be living in $1 million apartment out there. Nothing's cheap downtown, by the way. The homeless are homeless because apartments, with companies like Uber, Lyft, and all these high dollar companies, what they alluded to in the video, they have all left town. They're not even, the buildings are still there. The employees are working from home. But when they were there, they drove the prices of housing and apartments up so high that somebody making 40, 50,000 a year couldn't even afford to live in the city. No way. You couldn't live there. It's like you need $100,000 a year to live anywhere in the city in a crummy apartment at $100,000 a year. It's the truth. There was people that had six-figure incomes that were catching the bus to work from outside of San Francisco because they couldn't afford to live inside San Francisco. It's just sad what that's come to out there. And it's not the only city, but San Francisco is the poster child for how screwed up things are in this country. And and I know before you guys jump in and say, hey, it's right here in our city, it is too, but they're the ones that started it all. They're the ones that said it's okay. Steal if you want. We won't prosecute you. What? Come steal my stuff and see what happens. I promise you won't even need the cops. No. Don't let me what I mean is don't let me catch you stealing my. They're just walking in the stores and taking what they want. They were showing some people, I don't know where it was in the country the other day, just breaking the jewelry cases open and taking all the jewelry. Nobody's calling the cops. They're not coming. I promise you ain't stealing my stuff. If you do, it'd be the last thing you ever took while you were breathing. Crazy, crazy. Uncertain times are ahead. The homeless go to San Francisco, so they're promised socialism. What they don't know is what they were given. Poo-poo Pelosi district. Newsom is helping her. They're all commies. A pooper scooper makes $60,000 a year in San Francisco to pick up human feces because there's no bathrooms. All the buildings are locked. They're not letting anybody in there. Guys, this is terrible. Do you know what I mean? It's going on all around the country, but I just wanted to show you that video to get an idea, because some people are living in places where, you know, it's not as bad. And here's what it is out there. If you don't know, you could already had the you know what, and they still want you to wear the mask. Now they want you to go for round 3. I don't know about you, but if I don't get hit in the head twice, I'm ducking on the third time. That's another whole issue. I ain't even going down that road tonight. But isn't it sad how San Francisco looks nowadays? I guarantee you that isn't very far from when the 49ers play, where the baseball team, the San Francisco Giants play. They don't show that on camera. You know what I mean? While they're filming the games, they don't show stuff like that. It's super, super sad. I watched them interviewing a police officer, been some months back, about 6 months ago, on how they won't even go to most calls they don't even go to anymore. If somebody, you know, armed robbery, they might show up. But if it's just strong arm and somebody robbed somebody or somebody knocked somebody in the head, took their purse, stuff like that, they're not even interested in that anymore, because all the district attorneys have been bought off by, you know, these Soros-backed district attorneys, and everybody in the government's crooked. You know, it's got to be fixed. And that's just one city. It's everywhere. So the swamp runs very, very deep, guys and girls, very deep. I wanted to show you that. I got some more videos. That's not the only thing we're going to talk about tonight. Excuse me. But it's very disturbing. Pelosi's nephew is Newsom. They keep it in the family. They sure do. And somehow they're all connected to people in Seattle too. Think about what I'm saying. The people in Seattle know that too. There it goes. Seattle gives the druggies a safe place to shoot up. There it is. Deep and wide, somebody said. How bad is Chicago? We can't even get nobody to shoot a video because they're scared to get shot. It's just terrible. Let me get back. We'll go to the next video. The next video is a gentleman explaining. Well, I'll just let him do the talk. It's pretty short video. It's about 2 minutes long, but I think it speaks volumes. And it ain't about the city. It's about what's going on in society. It ain't about black versus white. It really isn't. So let's listen to him for a second.
Dear white liberals, 28% of black Americans aged 18 to 44 years old are vaccinated in New York, meaning the vaccine passports deny over 72% of the black community their services. Since you think voter ID is racist, you must surely think that vaccine passports are as well, but you don't. Instead, you want to demonize everyone who refuses the COVID-19 vaccine. So let me tell you exactly why the black community is the most resistant to this vaccine. Let's go back to a time when the government decided that the blacks would be used as guinea pigs without their knowledge. From 1932 to 1972, the government conducted the infamous Tuskegee experiment on black men in an attempt to understand the effects of syphilis. Participants were told that they were being treated for bad blood. We were lied to. From 1965 to 1966, the government conducted experiments on prisoners, the majority of them being black, to understand the effects of Agent Orange. Prisoners were told that this was simply dermatology research. We were lied to. From 1960 to 1971, the government conducted Cold War radiation experiments on poor black cancer patients in an attempt to gain an understanding on how much radiation the human body could take. Patients were told that this would help cure their cancer. Once again, we were lied to. The list of atrocities and deceit goes on, yet white liberals seem to think that they know what's best for us. The truth is, black Americans have authority over our own bodies, not you. We're tired of being controlled, manipulated, and lied to. The bottom line is this: we truly won't know the effects of this vaccine for at least a few years. After all that we've been through, we are allowed to be skeptical. So my question to you, white liberals, is why are you applauding forced vaccinations on those who don't trust it? On those who come from a lineage of trauma due to dark history? I thought Black Lives Matter.
Wow. Was that powerful? I thought it was. That's why I put it on the show. Everything he said is absolutely true. And they've been experimenting on Black people for the longest time. And it's horrible what they did to people. They did it with what did they, syphilis or something else for years too. I don't know if he mentioned that, for like 60 years. Why should they trust them? Why should we trust them? I definitely don't trust the government whatsoever, not one bit. And it's your body, it's your choice. I would say it froze. Well, I'm sorry if it froze. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, that was very powerful. And and like I said, it's not black, white. It's your body. You decide what you want to do. And you can't force it on me. You force a shot on me, you're liable to get a shot in return. Just saying. Because we stay locked and loaded around here. You come to my door trying to force a shot on me, you'll be running for your life. Promise you. Thank you. It was an excellent video. And I got some more, I don't want to say disturbing, but that was a great video that man had right there. Yes, but it goes much deeper. I would say you're absolutely correct. Guys, I just want to share that with you. So look, we're about 30 minutes in. So, you know that I got to get the sponsors in. So let me do that. And let me reassure you that Doug kept every sponsor. Sponsors came to Doug. Okay. I didn't lose anything. I'm the one with the following. You'll see shortly. And I don't say that to brag, but all the sponsors are with me. I have a meeting tomorrow with the satellite lady, and everything will be straight with that. She'll be on the website as well. So anyways, everybody's back over My Pillow, everybody. So let's not forget to support our sponsors. Let me just get real quick.
LifeWave's X39. This is
gonna play the video. I was just looking for the picture. What did I do with it? Excuse me. Will I get lost? We'll go. Don't forget My Pillow, guys. Use code Frog News up to 66% off. Support Mike Lindell. He's the biggest patriot in this country, and I mean that. He's been on our show. I'll have him on the show again on the Frog News Network. He's an incredible patriot for this country, fighting for our country. Please support them. Go over and get you some Christmas gifts over there. They have great stuff. I just ordered some towels from them. I was thinking about ordering some sandals from them. But anyways, support Mike Lindell. Go to their website and just put in Frog News for the code for the discount. And you can save up to 66% off. As you know, I am an independent distributor for X39. It works very well. I have 2 patches on right now. One to keep my nerves down in this nervous time I'm in, and the other is for the X39, which just gives me more energy. I sleep maybe 5 hours a night. That's it. And I'm up and I'm wide open the rest of the day. And that's it really for the sponsors, guys, tonight. So let me take that out and get back to this and get to our next video. Our next video is out of Colorado. Disturbing in itself. We'll discuss it after it's done, but it's very, very disturbing. Well,
one of Colorado's largest hospital systems says transplant recipients must be vaccinated. We learned that by chance today when an unvaccinated patient who needs a kidney decided to go public about UC Health's policy. The hospital system says that keeping people from dying unnecessarily is kind of the point. Here's Steve Sager.
I found myself, I think, trying to understand where the Hippocratic Oath comes in to play here about do no harm.
Leilani Lutali knows her time is limited. The doctors at University Hospital have told her with stage 5 renal failure, she needs a kidney transplant to live. Her friend Jamie offered up her kidney. Then they learned of another time limit.
And I'm being coerced into making a decision that is one I'm not comfortable making right now in order to live.
UC Health sent Leilani a letter last week saying if she didn't get the COVID-19 vaccine in the next 30 days, she'd be removed from the transplant list.
I mean, I felt like the vaccine is still new enough. There are too many questions that I'm still left with that haven't been answered.
Jamie, who opposes the vaccine because of its use of the fetal cell line in development, says she was told if she didn't get the shot, she couldn't be a donor.
I knew what it meant for her to have this kidney. And I said, if I'm the one and I can't give her my kidney, essentially I'm also now condemning my friend to death, because I can't get the vaccine.
UC Health told us today in almost all situations, transplant recipients are required to be vaccinated for COVID, a decision the hospital system made a few weeks ago. A spokesman for the hospital pointed to studies showing a higher risk of death for transplant recipients who catch COVID, ranging from 25 to 33%. The hospital system also says it requires recipients to show proof of other vaccines, like for MMR and hepatitis B. And in some cases, it asks patients to stop drinking or smoking to ensure an organ takes. Leilani told us today she isn't convinced on the vaccine, and she started to search for hospitals out of state who'd be willing to take a chance on her.
I don't want this to be hinged on my freedom of choice being taken away from me, and that's what I feel is happening here.
UNOS, the United Network of Organ Sharing, the organization that matches patients with organs, told me today that this is completely up to the hospitals to make these decisions. Health One, which has a transplant center at Presbyterian St. Luke's, told me today that they determined this on a case-by-case basis, and ultimately the physician determines the safest course of action for a transplant patient. Centura, which has a transplant center at Porter Hospital, hasn't gotten back to us yet, Kyle.
Fair to say, though, Steve, this is not simply UC Health with this concern.
Absolutely. There are transplant systems across the country that are starting to open up their transplant centers to only those who are vaccinated. This is likely we're going to see a lot more of this as time goes by.
All right. Steve Steger reporting. Thank you, Steve.
Is that crazy or what? Okay, so you have to get the jab in order to get the transplant, and the jab's got a good chance of killing you, but you might die if you don't have the. Here's the end result, guys. Let me tell them people what to do. If that was me, that was in my family, I'm going to go have a sit down with the doctor. Oh, he might not want to see me, but he's going to see me because I'm going to have a one-on-one talk. I don't care if I meet him at his house, where he hangs out, when he goes to the grocery store, me and him having a talk. People are just willing to accept stuff. We don't have to accept it. You know what I mean? You got to do something. It's time to stand up. I can't fight the whole hospital. You can't? Yeah, you can. I'm just telling you, they are not forcing that on me. They're going to come to meet Jesus if they try to force it on me. And these people, her looking, that's a smart thing to look in another state that doesn't require it. But they're taking your rights away as a U.S. citizen because this isn't even, it's not even approved by the FDA. Okay? With that being said, they can't mandate something. We already know what cures it, right? But they don't want to give that out, but they want to give it to you. And there's a good chance you ain't gonna make it through the operation because you're going to get sick from that injection. It's crazy. They're murdering people, and they're encouraging more people to be murdered. When is enough enough? When are the people going to stand up? When is somebody going to do something? And if you're waiting on the government, I'm telling you, we keep waiting. Ain't nothing happening. We keep waiting for Trump. Nothing's happening. It's time. He said, you're going to give the power back to you, the people. You, the people, have the power. Do you think if 150,000 people show up at that hospital and say, you're going to do what we say, or you won't be using your hands anymore? I bet they operate on them. It's time to make a stand. Get me fired up. The next one's going to get you even more fired up. I don't know if I'm preaching, but I'm just talking from my heart, brother. It's time for this country to stand up. Get off your butts. If something like that happens to me, telling you, man, they're going to lock me up. But I'm bringing friends with me. I'm not going alone. I'm going to get a couple hundred people to go. They can't lock us all up. They'll have to send in the National Guard. I'm going to get a group of people and go up there. That's why we got numbers. They don't have numbers. All they got's a bunch of mandates that are a bunch of bull that you don't have to go by. They don't make the rules. We make the rules. They need to know they work for us. We don't work for them. Stand up for your freedom. Be a patriot. Participate. I'm sorry, guys. I get fired up when I hear they're trying to kill people. That ain't all they're trying to do. Let me play the next video. So here is this is real short. This is the Pfizer new video. It's only a few seconds long, but check this out. What do you think they're attacking? What did they make? What are they showing? Well, here you go. Here's the next video. I apologize for before I show it what channel it came off of, but I just pulled it off Twitter.
Right, and we've been talking about this since the very beginning.
Oops.
You think this could begin before Thanksgiving?
Again, up to the FDA and CDC scientific processes, but yes, it could, and we will be ready as soon as the FDA and CDC give the go-ahead.
Are you kidding me? So they think they're going to vaccinate. Whoops, I said the word. They're going to give the shot to kids 5 to 10 years old. They really lost their damn minds now. That guy's fired up before. Nah, don't do that. They already said in every study there is that it doesn't even affect small children. They have an immune system stronger than ours. The older you are, the harder it is for your immune system to fight. That's why I take the protocol every day. That's recommended. Vitamin C, Coridine. I take all of it. I take like 7 pills every day. But they want to give it to 5 and 10-year-olds now? Nah, I don't think so. When is it going to stop? When are people going to stand up against this crazy ass society, excuse me, that's trying to take over our world and run us like a dictatorship and what they are? We, the people, have the power. It's time to do something. So let me hear what y'all got to say in the comments. Yes, fight these people. No, it's not going to happen because we're not going to let it happen, Lisa. That's it. I haven't took a flu shot since about that time, too, once I realized and researched what they were putting into the shots. I says, there's all kind of mercury in there. Oh, no, there's not. Did you know with the V, when you open it up, like when you get medicine that comes, it usually has a little, like say with X39. Well, this is one of the, you get a pamphlet that comes with it. It tells you all about what this is. Just like when you get a vial of that vile stuff, there's an insert in it and it tells you all what's in the vaccine. Open it up. It's completely blank. They have no idea. I guess you've seen the Project Veritas videos. I put them up on my page, guys. If you haven't, please, I encourage you to go back and watch each and every one of them. How there's aborted baby cells in there. What are we doing with that? Really? Come on, man. I mean, the scientists are telling you this. The nurses that used to work, administrators that work there are telling you this. Is this not opening your eyes to what's going on? That's why I believe white hats are in control of social media. I believe it in my heart. And people that have the power to get the word out, they're going to flip the switch, cut it on, and we're going to expose each and every one of you no good, evil, satanic. I won't say the next word. I don't even call them humans anymore. They just want to control us. They're satanic. They want to kill us all. Everything's upside down. He's a she, she's a he. This is the craziest thing in the world, and it's all going to get exposed. All of it's going to get exposed. I promise you it will. But that's where I'm at with stuff right now. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Somebody said, I'll never take the flu shot again. Eyes wide open. That's right. Devil worshipers. That's it. Man, I love you guys. Enough is enough. Thank you, Robert. It's the truth. Enough is enough. Soulless monsters. That's exactly what they are. And the doctors are complicit because they know they're going to lose all their jobs. When the bed comes in, they're done. We don't need them no more. But when will that happen? We don't know when that'll happen, but they know it's on the way. Why else would they just purposely be killing people? They know that that thing ain't no good for you to stick in your arm. They know it's no good for you. They're not taking it. They're fake taking it, and they're taking ivermectin and hydrocortisone so they won't catch it. Or if they do catch it, that's what they take. They don't give that same protocol to anybody else. They're murdering people. There you go. Genocide. And the graphene dioxide inside. Let's not even get into that. There you go. Jesus is my medicine. I'm sorry, I just missed that. The chat's moving so fast, I couldn't keep it. Expose them all as soon as possible. That's what I say too, guys. I'm sorry. This kind of stuff fires me up. I'm sorry. If you came over here tonight looking for lollipops and rainbow ice cream, you're not going to find it here. I'm going to give you the true facts of what's going on in this country. And it's time to expose these evil people. I'm glad I went through deliverance because there would have been a million curse words come out of my mouth otherwise. I stopped myself and shut that door now. Thank you, Pastor Henry. Oh, what is anybody going to do? You know what I mean? The Rockefellers control everything. The Rothschilds, but especially in the United States, if you don't know, just go look it up. Who owns all the biggest medical universities? The Rockefellers. The teaching universities, the Rockefellers. See how we tied all the other stuff in with our food the other night? I'm trying to expose it all with the people that we bring on the show. Tonight, we exposed some through some videos, and I think this was very informative, and I still got, I think, one more to play about Thanksgiving. And we all know what Fauci said, that idiot, about Christmas. Like anybody he gonna stop anybody from doing anything. But we know as we tied the colleges into the lakes up there, as we tied all this together, that's our food source that's screwed up. The food source is why we get cancer, or why we're having heart attacks. What they're putting stuff in our food besides what they're trying to give us and mandate. If this thing was so great that they want to give you, they wouldn't need a marketing campaign. They wouldn't need mandates for you to take it, or telling you can't go nowhere. They're forcing you to they're trying to trick you. You are being deceived. Promise you're being deceived. Yeah, there'd be no rainbows and lollipop ice cream over here tonight. We don't got Nassar, Gassara, RV, none of that. I'm sorry, guys. I ain't got no numbers for you neither. What I got is true facts, what's going on in this country and how we can stand up to this nonsense. I'm sorry, I'm just clicking on a couple of stuff, get my blood pressure to come down a little bit. You know, I get fired up. I'm by myself now. I can do what I want, say what I want, go off when I want. I think I'm way more effective like that. I got my little, what do they call it? I get up on my soapbox is what they used to call it. And I'll preach my words. I'll say what's on my mind, but I'm not saying just what's on my mind. All my listeners out there, I guarantee that most of you feel exactly the same way I do. I've had enough of this crap, and I've had enough of it. It's time to stand up and fight back as a United States citizen. I'm sorry. I'm screaming tonight, guys. But that's how fired up I am. Let me see what we got. One more, and listen to these idiots. Where did they? And I'm sorry. I apologize again before I even go on. I apologize again because it's a CNN video. I just pulling it off some Twitter feeds or off some feeds where real news is. None of this fake crap where the real news is. But this clip is so ridiculous. I wanted to show it to you. So here we go with this one about Thanksgiving.
I know we've been talking about this since the very beginning of the pandemic, that from the very beginning, testing was our Achilles heel, that we fell behind, and that's why the pandemic spiraled out of control. We still seem to have not learned this lesson versus other countries have. Singapore and Japan, they have ubiquitous vending machines to give tests. You can go to the UK and you can get tests anytime you want, and enough to get testing twice a week if you want for every family. That's what we need to have here in the US too. And I think that if we have frequent testing that's widespread, combined also with vaccination and with early treatment, that is how we can get COVID under control and turn it from the potential of a deadly disease into something that actually is manageable. But we really need scaled up testing. So I commend the Biden administration for this step. But what I really want to see them do is to say, we're going to put as much effort into testing as we did around vaccines, so that every American is going to be able to get tested at least twice a week, and those tests will be free.
Dr. Lena Wen, it's good.
Yeah, I'm believing her. Where's she from? China? And she's on CNN, so I know I ain't believing. I don't believe anything on the news. But I just want to show you the propaganda that's put out, and people listen to it. There's idiots that still listen to the news. There's people that listen to CNN. I don't listen to anything. All I'm hoping is I cut it on and the White House is on fire. That's all I hope. One of the buildings is blown up over there, the Capitol. Bam! That's all I want to see. Heck, Nancy Drew had pictures of the Homeland Security building on fire day before yesterday. She's on vacation right now. Everybody's missing her. Or maybe, because I'm a conspiracy theorist, they told her to leave town. Something's about to happen, so go on vacation this weekend. Maybe. That way, she could be safe. I believe they're letting her film what she films. God is guiding her. I believe it because a prophet I talked to told me that she believes that she is. And I don't believe none of the other ones up there that film. Well, you don't see them no more anyway. But yeah, they do say, yeah, whatever, lady. Oh, guys, we live in a crazy time right now. Crazy times are upon us. And people say, well, nothing's happening. You just seen a bunch of what's happening. They're trying to kill people in the hospitals. They're trying to force this on you when it's a mandate. Mandate is not a law. It's a suggestion. Arrest me then. What are they going to do? Hold you down? I'm taking a few with me when I go. I'm letting you know now. I'm 60. I don't give a damn. You want to come take my rights away? You better be prepared to give up your life. Because under the Constitution, I'm guaranteed the right to carry a firearm. I'm guaranteed my freedom to travel without being interrupted. I'm soon, and I'm going to be playing real soon because I'm going to learn this when I go to Francine's event in a couple of weeks. How do I get out of being what I am and get my rights back in as an American? There's some kind of process you go through with paperwork. If somebody knows what that is, drop it in the chat. It's there's going to be a whole class on it up there, and I intend to do that. Where you don't even, there's no law that says you need a driver's license. It's a suggestion. It's a way for them to make money. You have the right to travel freely in this country. You thought all them videos were crazy. They're not. There's no law they can make you to go to DMV and do that. You will soon find out. Now, I would think, when it's all over and said and done, I think you would still have to pass a driving test. But as far as them charging you for tags on your car and driver's license, fishing license, how are you going to charge somebody for a fishing license in the ocean? That's God's food. The fish in the lake, that's God's food. How are you going to charge people for that? It ain't right. I'm telling you, it ain't legal either. Remember, our courts are called law, land, air, and water. The court system is in on this crap too. They very much know what's going on. We were born like packages on a ship out to sea. We weren't born on the land, so we have no rights until we get our rights back as U.S. citizens. But we're guaranteed them under the Constitution. And where is my book at? This little book right here. This guarantees me. You want somebody to mess with you? Just keep one of these in your glove box. Okay? Keep one of these in your glove box. Whew. Been a heck of a show, guys, huh? I feel like if you slept through this show, I feel like this was a Greg Locke preaching at night. If you slept through this, you done good. You deserve to sleep. It's all going down. You got that right. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Shirley. I just love you guys. I love all my listeners. I love all my Frogonites. Know that God is here for us. All you do is accept him. That's all. It's the truth. It's real. So if you give me a minute, what I want to do is share my screen, and I'm going to share Francine's event because I promised her I would, and I always keep my promises. So let me see if I can share my screen because I didn't have it loaded in here. Go to the big one and see if I can go into Telegram. Go in our group. There it is right there. There it is, guys. Patriots Arise, October 28th through the 30th. Forgotten Country. Of course, Ann and Francine will be there. Pastor Greg Locke. My main man, John DeLemmy, will be there. Dr. Elizabeth will be there. Dr. Paul, Daniel Cox, Dr. Laura, Bobby Lawrence, Bo, Gina Phillips. I met her in Florida. What an amazing story she has. Liz Harrington, Professor Toto, Shane Vaughn will be preaching. Frank Valentine, Marie. I met this lady too, also down in Florida. I can't even pronounce her name, so I won't try. Alex will be there. Jeff, that does these awesome pictures. I got some I need to get framed in the back room. Dr. Linder, I met her in Naples, Florida. This woman is super, super smart. She's from up Detroit way, knows all about what happened during the elections. China Hope, Marie, and there's probably, they always have a surprise one or two. Well, I'm going to be there. That'll be a surprise. But I encourage you to go on over there. It's on our Telegram group. So if I make that smaller, you can go right over there and click on this link for God and Country, which I will do. But I guarantee it probably won't work. There it goes. And you can purchase your tickets. I encourage you guys to come over there. What happened? There it is. You can go over there and click right here and buy your tickets, okay? In our Telegram group. So just look under the info on our Telegram group. It's there. Let me quit sharing and come back to the main screen there. What did I do? There it is. I'm back. That's what he said. You want to become an American national. That's what I want to do. There you go. And they're going to show how to do it at her event. Well, I think there's a way out of it. What they're teaching a class on is to get out of that and become something. I'm not sure what the exact name is, so I don't want to speak out of turn and don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm going to a class for it at Francine's event. Guys, we're living in uncertain times, and uncertain times we need to lean on the Bible. We need to trust God. Keep praying, keep your children close, keep loved ones close. Question everything. Question everything. If it don't sound right, keep close attendance to your surroundings. I'm being serious as I can be, because we don't know what's going to happen next. So be very, aware of your surroundings at all times. Don't let your kids run off where you can't find them. I'm telling you, man, you need to keep your family close during these times. It ain't going to last forever. We just need to be more vigilant, smarter. We always can be smarter. We can always pray more, spend more time with your family. Ask them how they're feeling. Don't let them get depressed. You follow what I'm saying? Find out. Don't let them be tricked into this V thing. Don't let them get tricked into that. They got celebrities telling you to do it. They're not taking it. None of these people are taking it. They're taking fake jabs on TV. That's all fake. And by the way, did anybody see the fake White House set? They exposed it. Just like at the rally. I wonder what they're going to expose at the rally this weekend. Last weekend was like Laurel and Hardy with all the people with masks on. So what's it going? Was that 2 weeks ago? But what will it be this weekend? Because they had so many people from the past behind Trump last time. I barely listened to what he said. I was just looking. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. They were all wearing masks, all of them, and cheap ones. They were pulling on them and showing you they were making. So I don't know. We live in really, really crazy times. I believe our whole life we've been deceived. I think before it's all said and done, some people that you thought were rock stars and thought were great people that you watched on TV will end up being upside down. And what I mean by upside down, some of the big country stars, some of the big singers, you might find out that the males are females and the females are males. They don't want us to produce any more children. I'm telling you, they have a plan. These demonic people have a plan. So with that being said, I'm not going to go much more, trying to keep it around an hour now. Heck, I said I wasn't even going to go but 35 minutes, but I got to screaming and stuff. It was on here an hour. So you guys, what you guys got, any closing comments in here you want to say? Deception is Satan's thing. You got that right. It's all about saving the children. It's all about us still being able to have children and still have. If we're not having more children, the population goes down. There's plenty of room on planet Earth. It doesn't need to depopulate. But if everything's mixed up and everybody wants to be a he, wants to be a she, and we got everything but what God created, Adam and Eve and boy and girl, how are we going to make babies? It's what they're going against, the children. They don't want the children, or they're trying to produce children they can just murder for the adrenochrome and stuff like that. So it is crazy. I don't want to go down that road tonight, but it's been a pleasure to come on here with you guys and listen to me scream into the microphone for 1 hour. Know that the website's almost complete. Actually, I have a meeting with her as soon as I get off here. Tomorrow's a big meeting with another sponsor as we close down things. I think the first of the week I meet with the guy to go over the final design on the wrap. There's just a few changes for that. I'll update the calendar on the website. The Frog News Network website should be functional, hopefully for tomorrow, no later than the next day. There'll be a Shopify store built within that too. Give me a little bit to get that up and going because I'll be shipping all the stuff myself. Secondly, there'll be a calendar, not only for my events. If you have an event and you know of one, all you do is have to email me at thefrognewsnetwork@gmail.com. I'll add that event to our calendar on the Frog News Network. I think at last count, if she brings over all the people that were on there before, we have like 11 or 12,000 people that subscribe to the other one. So not the one that was the last one, but the original Frog News Network. We still have all them subscribers. We'll bring them over and we'll ask you to subscribe to our channel too, to get the latest updates and what's going on. It'll be 6 of our latest videos on there. And guys, it's been my pleasure to come and talk to you tonight and share some things that were on my mind. I just love each and every one of you. If we help one person tonight understand more about how they're trying to take our rights away, I feel like I've done my job. I really do. But we know when we bring 2 people together, it's like 10,000. How strong are we when we sit in here and we got thousands of people watching us for God, under God's name, how big and strong our army is, how we're bringing people together. That's what God would want us to do. So let's pray and close this out. God, thank you for today. Thank you for all the great things you're doing for the Frog News Network in order to get the word out to the people about everything that's going on in our country. God, continue to guide me and the Frog News Network. Keep all our Frogonites safe and their families safe. Wake people up, God, to the fact that they need to fight back against this evil cabal. God, we just ask you to keep guiding us any way you can. We love you, and amen. Thank you. Guys, it's been my pleasure. I'll see you again tomorrow night. Saturday, we have Melissa Redpill. I'm actually doing 3 interviews on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. 2 I'm going to be recorded on Saturday, and they'll go out at a later date. We're booked all next week. I want to thank Colleen. She's the new booker for the show. She does an amazing job keeping very, actually, she ain't going to put nobody on there ain't right. I'm telling you, next week we also have His Glory, Dave. Pastor Dave's coming on with us. We're still in the process of booking Mel K, Amanda Grace. We have access to these people, and we're going to bring them on. We want to see what they have to say. how they can uplift us. I believe it's about bringing people together and lifting us up in God's name. But anyway, you guys, it's been a pleasure, and we'll talk to you soon. If there's anything breaking, you'll know right away. Maybe we'll even start a chat in the Telegram group a little bit later. But anyways, it's been my pleasure. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow night.